Hey, this is Shantae on this Freedom Friday with Brown Sugar Talks under Black Unicorns. Okay, so I just had a total misconception about somebody. Just a whole misconception. And the one thing that he had to say to me was, and it's like I had to apologize because, first off, I wanted to apologize to him first because I read somewhere, which I love Infinite Waters, because this man, you don't even understand. He gets me through everything, like for real, on that whole other level. But anyway, Infinite Waters had this little post where he was like, you gonna give me the background sounds? I love it. Okay, so yeah, I like it. Keep going, Wilbur. Man, that's the jam. So anyway, Infinite Waters had this thing where he was like saying, people talk to you because they trust you. I was like, what? So I was upset about this one situation, and it's like, well, he was just talking to you because he trusts you, because you're not going to say anything to anybody. And it's like, well, I said something, like I actually said it on the show. So now I have to cover up what I'm saying. Like I have to cover up my chest, because today I tried to cover up my chest. For what reason? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like when you doing so, you don't know what you're doing. Your actions are actually telling you, or sending you messages through God, right? So it's like he was doing an apology for me, but then not only that, I freaked out on him, right? Because I was already upset with him too. I was mad at him. I was just like so mad, like just combustion, just mad. And then it came out. And so then it's just like, how do I stop this madness? So anyway, I just that's my whole thing. It's like people talk to you because they trust you, but this is the problem. Thank you. In this situation, I was not given the freedom, which my dad did this to me one time, and I apologize to my daddy if he listening to this. But one time he did this to me. I had just got through learning of my issue. And everybody was trying to still put me through all this stuff. Like, no, you need this for yourself. Hello, you look beautiful. Here you go, Blake. Okay, so thank you. Have a good day. So everybody's still trying to put me through all this stuff, right? And I'm just like, wait a minute. I can't do that because I've been the oldest child. I hate that. Like, where people just like, well, you have to be strong. You're a superhero. We didn't get food. What we getting food for? We thirsty, boy. We not hungry. We thirsty. Get yourself right. Yes, too much food. There's already enough sugar. This sugar about to last you. You're going to get you a sugar high. 1,000. Your sugar going to drop. Then you're going to want to take a nap. You drink that drink. So, anyway, sorry, y'all. Don't give your kids all this food and stuff, because all this food ain't right for them. The drinks probably ain't good enough either, but it's hot. Anyway, so everybody was, not only my dad though, but that was the one that significantly hit me. Not everybody. Everybody else was saying it, but the one that impacted me. You see, I gotta blame my daddy. My daddy ain't do nothing wrong. He just telling me from his own point of view, you gotta be strong. You can't let the world hurt you. You can't let them see you sweat. You can't break down. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's like, well, yes, I can, because that's the problem. Y'all been telling me this my whole life. Even when I was right, you told me I was wrong. Even when I did wrong, you told me I was still wrong. And you didn't, it's like, you can only take so much pressure as a human being. You can only take so much. And I feel like I'm allowed to have this pressure. And so people don't understand because they don't allow themselves to have that pressure out. And so then it makes me wonder how wound up are their minds, because you're not giving me a chance to get that pressure off me. Like you're not letting me push the button and just release myself. Like you're not letting me do it. Like you're not letting me deflate the ball. Right? Somebody let me deflate the ball. I was happy because I still had so much like, it was gook. It was just gook inside of me. So, anyway, I got a chance to deflate the ball. And, And I actually spoke to the person who I owed an apology, right? And he said, okay, because I'm not sensitive like that. And I was like, man, that's really dope. You know, like, you are a dope person, and I just destroyed the chance. And maybe I didn't. And the whole fact of the matter is, if he's not sensitive like that, maybe I didn't because he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's just like, cool, okay, you had your break now. Listen to me talk. And it's like, okay, now listen to him talk. And when I listen to him talk, he's still dope. You know, he's still a dope ass person. And that's the one thing that I didn't get a chance to tell him, is that he was a dope ass person. And so hopefully I see him one day and I just say, hey, you a dope ass person. And if he still talk to me, I'm gonna still talk to his ass. You know, I'm gonna be his friend, because this man that went through hell with me, and we haven't even had a chance to just be friends, like hang out and nothing. You know what I'm saying? He probably cool as hell, you know. But anyway, that's my whole thing. Freedom Friday. Let somebody release their pressure. Like, they have to have the time to beat the fuck out of something in like 5-10 minutes. You know, like, I have to, like, I gotta, it's like a fucking, like a, what's that thing? A machine. What's that? The blender. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have time to put some strawberries and some pineapple in my shit, some watercress, some spinach. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put some honey to make it good. Okay, forget. I don't want to do agave because it got like that, because it's all just sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody tells you. It's like everybody like, oh yeah, and a little agave. No, tell me what's in the agave. You know, I'm just starting this shit. I ain't read no labels, y'all. We got to do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing that on my videos. Like, agave. This agave is just sugar. You can make that shit on your stove with water and sugar. That's how you make syrup. You can make syrup. That's the ghetto way. I learned that a long time ago. Thank you to my stepfather who grew up through hard times. I know how to make water and sugar into syrup. Okay? Some people do. Some women make water into wine. I know how to make water and sugar into syrup. Try me if you want to. Try me. Try me on a day we ain't got none. Try me. And we got some vanilla flavor too. That's how I upgraded it. You see what I'm saying? I upgraded that shit from the time or whatever, from what it was. That's how I get that pressure off. But anyway, no, it was hard for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I had to lock myself away because I was like, damn, you know, if people see me actually flip out, because when it starts, it's like you get that black thing gook around you, and then the words come out your mouth and whatever. But I feel like by saying something about it, because usually I can't say anything, I have to keep it in a bottle and shake it up, and that shit's just still sitting there waiting to explode. But this time it exploded. And man, how did it feel? How was it? You know, I don't know. I'm not still having an attack. That's the whole thing. I'm not having an attack right now because I actually said what the fuck was on. That's why I be like, man, what happens? Like, I like cussing. I don't have to cuss a lot, because sometimes I go back to my podcast and it's like, how can people make it through the whole podcast? Because I cuss the whole time. And then at the end I'm like, and I believe in God. It's like, and the funny thing is at one point I wanted to be a preacher. Like, I was like, God has set me up to be a preacher. And then God was like, nope, no, I'm not. That's not what your setup is, baby. That's not it, baby doll. That's not it. That's not what I'm telling you. So, that was my whole thing. It's like, he's like, no, you're going to do this a different way. And that's my different way. It's like, just my setup is different. But anyway, it's just, I really praise the day. I really praise the day that I was able to release. That's my whole thing. I released. Like, I was able to release and not explode. I didn't have to blow my top. And, everything that happened was my fault. Everything that happened was my own, as an adult, right? As an adult, was my own deterrence. You know what I'm saying? It was like my own situation. That was it. That was my own. That was me with my own bullshit. I had to get through my own bullshit.
Mama, what type of this?
Oh God, put it right there, babe. Give it to me. It don't look good, do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I I don't know. I really thank God. I have this thing. So my son asked me about sex and where babies come from. I just told him. Now, I am a science teacher. I don't know. I'm a generalist teacher. I can't be like, oh, I'm just a science teacher. No, I'm not. I'm a generalist teacher. But as a parent, I feel like just tell them. Just tell them exactly what happens. Because it's almost things like on TV and stuff. You just like, I don't want my kid to be fucking weird. Just like, he don't know nothing. I know stories of people where they was like, oh my God, he kissed me and I thought I was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, nope. The fear that is in me, the shame from shit I don't know, from things I didn't know, and things I'm still learning as I get older. I'm old as hell. Some stuff I still be like, what the fuck? Like, does that? How many humans did that now? It's like a majority of humans do it. It's like, are you fucking kidding? I was told that that's not something that you do, and so it's like, man, I feel like I have to give him the information. I don't know if it's overload or not, but I have to give him the information. But it was something that was on my mind, just like. Because kids, if they ask me that, I tell them I can't tell you any information. I can't give you that information now, because that's something that you and your parents need to discuss. And as a parent, that was my discussion, just straight to the point. Don't sugarcoat it, because you're a human being, and every day in nature you see all these situations happen. You see asexual worms rubbing against each other. You see snails. If you go to my Instagram, you can see snails making out, having sex for 4 hours. 4 hours, y'all. 4 hours. I didn't know whether to cover up the situation or to continue to let the situation go on. But we did get snails from that process. We got a lot of eggs and a lot of baby snails. We had a lot of them. What else? You get to see just mating all across the United States. You see people kissing. See people holding hands. You see things happening. Your kids start to like other little people that they same age. They get their little crushes. Yeah, don't say. Sorry, we don't know the name. You can't say the name, baby, because then people know the person's name. You can't say the name. So then, like, that's it. Like, that's it. That's love. That's our love. So anyway, this is Shantae with Freedom Friday, telling you when somebody say they gotta release that pressure. And I'm not talking about, because everybody always want to take me back to that's what you want to remember about me. I don't know. Anyway, but I'm talking about, when I say the pressure, I mean like the pressure off your mind, your brain, your soul, your stress, all those different things. You want to release it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta detoxify yourself, and sometimes that means sitting alone by yourself, or reading a book, or listening to some music, or dancing the hell out of yourself. Who the fuck, whatever the fuck it is you do, smoke a joint, drink. Don't drink too much though, and don't smoke 10 blunts in one day. Just, whatever you do, but don't do 10. Don't do 10 of them. Anyway, this is Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks, telling you to have a wondrous, a magnificent Friday. Oh man, this is one dude named Zoe. I fucking love. Oh my god, like, I can't wait till Friday and he got that pole. Do you hear me? And his little booty. I cannot. Okay, my butt can move, like, like it's not attached to my back. I haven't practiced that in a long time. I actually haven't looked at myself do it in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? But as a black woman, I do feel like that's something for me to look at too. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I want to look at, and then I just said, oh, that's all you. But yeah, it's like, as a black woman, with buttocks that are sort of shapely, I've been doing, my butt been moving like that for a long time now. But Zoe, he gets down. I don't know, I gotta get his whole like little podcast thing. His name, whatever, his whole name. Man, that dude make me so happy. One day I was in the car, just got off work. I was mad, like, but I couldn't express it again. And this dude just started, and he smiled. His smile is so cute. His mama must love him. He got the cutest little smile, just like a little boy on Sunday at the church now. But he got the cutest little smile. It's so cute. And then he get up there bouncing his butt like a devil. Anyway, no, I don't think that. I think that he that's how he releases his stress. And it is so